people are less likely to be afraid to do the same thing. And I feel like that's very important because in the world, I guess we always like, sometimes we say something or like we speak up for something and we feel like we're gonna be let down, or we think that we're not gonna, our voice doesn't have value. But sometimes our voice is like our most powerful tool if you really think about it, because with our voice we could like not only express like what we believe in politically, but also what we believe like I don't know, like maybe I think I'm just like blanking out right now, but it's just I just basically saying like our voice is important, and using it as like for theater is um I don't know, it just holds value.
Right. Humans.
Oh.
Go on.
Oh, no, Miss, go on. Sorry.
No, you go. It's about you guys.
Oh, well, I was just to basically add on what to Lisbeth was saying. Um, Theater is a place to inspire. Overall, I think that's what theater is. It's to teach a lesson, it's to entertain, but it's also to inspire. And I think that with all of our pieces, that's the goal, to inspire and to educate. And I think that theater is essential because you see it, you live it, and it touches you because it's the truth. So I feel like that's why theater is so essential, because it's just a different form of speaking the truth and finding a different form to inspire yourself and just kind of seeing what could happen essentially at the end of the day. I don't know, but yeah.
Guys, are you taking notes? Theater is truth. Theater is what could happen. So again, we're having a seminar. We're trying to motivate ourselves to write our truth right from our hearts. Anyone else?
Can I go, Miss?
Of course.
Oh, what I wanted to like, I agree with both Carla and Lisbeth, and yeah, I just think that theater can help us see like other people's perspective on like maybe other situations or what they go through, maybe their own motivation, and it could help us find our own motivation, or like how Carla was saying, it could inspire us to find our own motivation. And like theater kind of works like as a mirror of how society is going on. And I think that once like we like watch um things that theater is trying to show us, we get to like examine society and see like, hey, maybe we need to find a solution, or maybe we need to study like the problems that are going on to fight, like break it down, and yeah, just find ways to help others and in different ways. And yeah.
I miss Michelle too. When you were talking, I was thinking about like you, Michelle, with like a microscope, and you're putting like the world underneath, and it's like we're zooming in with the microscope. Can you imagine? And we're analyzing the human experience, and then that's where we see the hope, the truth, and the light. That's where we see the inspiration. On theater, on the stage, on the Zoom stage, with your voices, anyone else trying to motivate people. We're here talking about the why behind theater. Why do we do theater? Oh my God, I didn't see that. I miss you guys so much. Anyone can talk. Your voices matter. You miss each other. Talk.
Oh, Miss, can I say something else?
Yes. This is your time. This is your education. Go on. Yes.
Okay. So essentially, like, I'm kind of the one who brought up the song "You Will Be Found," and the reason why I brought up the song was because personally, when we performed it for my summer theater program, it hit, like it slapped, but it was very like, I felt a connection. Like every time we performed it, I basically cried on stage. And I think that a lot of us were also like typing in the chat like, oh, I feel the song, like, oh, I love it, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I think the reason why we all felt it was because we've all felt lost. We've all felt unappreciated. We've all felt like an outsider. And I think that the song really helps to make sure that it acknowledges that, and it's like, yes, you felt that way, but baby, you're not alone. Like, it's okay. And to be found doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I'm like with these whole other people, but to find something that makes you not feel alone. And I think that's why I love this song so much, because it just reminds me that I'm not alone. I love theater so much, and it's something that I'm so happy I didn't give up, you know? And I think it's like just finding that thing that doesn't make you feel any less than you should. And that's what theater is about.
So brilliant. Anyone want to tell me more?
Can I say something?
Yeah, this seminar you're on.
Oh, okay. A co-host here. I think it's also about like, or at least me, like I feel like I bring energy to other people with drama. Like, you know, sometimes I could be dramatic, you know, with like monologues, and then we also know my comedic side. And I feel like drama is also about giving energy to other people that are not feeling it at the moment, or not feeling themselves in general, and just giving them that little positivity in their life, that little laugh that they may need for the day. So, yeah.
It's like a gift. We do drama to give ourselves to others, right?
Preach.
Well, we do like, you know, you could be found at one moment under a spotlight, right? I saw you guys during 10th grade. You were found, but then the world will keep trying to swallow us up, right? Like it did during this pandemic. Like it's tried to swallow us whole. That world, that COVID. Yes, yes, Lisbeth, please. You're on live.
I wanted to say also how like theater can also be like a form of self-growth, like finding who you are as like an individual. I'm not sure if you remember this, Miss, but I think I told you like I was like questioning whether I should take advanced drama because I thought it was like gonna be too much for me and it was gonna be too overwhelming to like perform and then also like do my classes. But then once like the first 3 weeks, I started realizing like, wow, this class is like it's way different than how I remembered it in 10th grade. Like I feel like I like it's both in a good way because 10th grade did help me, but then 12th grade this year, it feels like I've been using it more for like I guess in a way like therapy, like coping, like in terms of like writing my own scripts and monologues. It's like sometimes you need to just write about something to like refresh your mind. And I mean, even if you don't end up performing it, it's like a good way to like write about something and like kind of like confront something, if you, I guess you could say. That's like with this like kind of past, present, and future. I'm kind of like using this script to kind of like leave my past in the past, like not let it overtake me, like not let it, it's kind of like I'm confronting my past in a way. But I just wanted to say that sometimes people think theater is just theater, but honestly like it helps people, like it honestly does, like within, it's not just acting, but like there's something more powerful with it.
I know, I think that's a misconception that it's just a class, it's just a thing. No, it's like a way to live. Like I would tell anyone to major in drama and keep studying drama. It's not about becoming an actor, but it's like a way to live your life, to face truth, to face reality, to constantly be out of the cave. What else do you guys agree with that's been said? I mean, so much has been said, but the whole purpose of this is to like inspire each other right now to write your truth. Get unstuck by putting everything on the page, past, present, and future. You may not use it all. Anyone else? Hey, Stephanie, can you come back near the end of class at like 25? You could stay if you want. Stephanie, like more like 25, 20. Without this class, I wouldn't know what to do in college. I'm a performing arts major now. Woo! Anyone else want to talk?
Can I say something?
Yes, please talk.
I feel like this class in particular is like in a way that it has, I guess, made us see the truth. And I feel like the truth sometimes hurts in a way, but it could also open your eyes, like I see in the chat, you know. And I feel like not only has this class has been really powerful in the past like months, you know, but it has shaped us up, like it has taught us so much to like where we are right now. Like we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this pandemic. We wouldn't open our eyes if it was for this pandemic, you know. And I feel like people have like lost people's, like, you know, people
Oh, I lost
people
it.
have been brutally damaged because of pandemic, and I feel like it is time for us to just, like, you know, just be who you are, you know, be yourself. And sometimes this class, like, I don't know if it's for everyone, but it speaks true sometimes, you know. And it gets to everyone when everyone opens up and be themselves. Like, it really impacts everyone individually, and I feel like everyone is just powerful in their own way. And I just feel like one day, like just one day, you're gonna see everyone make it to that goal, and it's gonna be that one step that you did take back, and it's just your past life that you just kept constantly thinking, and it was just affecting you. But now you're just in a place where you really are comfortable with. And
Twinkle,
yeah, and I just
keep going.
and I just and I just feel like it's, yeah, it's drama. Drama is the essence to life, in my particular perspective.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's the art of speaking, right? Like we need to speak in order to live. The word theater means to do, to be alive. It's a way to live. You need to, guys, in college, I was in a dark place. I was in the cave in college. Because here's the thing about the cave. The cave, you'll be brought back into the cave. You'll start to leave, and then cave, it'll grab you. Right? Y'all agree? Right in the chat. Like you think that you're out of the cave, and then you're in more darkness. I was in a dark place in college, and I did all of these ugly paintings. And I was like puking on the canvas, like just putting out all of the poison that was in me, right? Like all of my worries, all my thoughts, like Lizbeth's talking about with her journal and her writing. That's why you all got sketchbooks. That's why I gave you guys watercolors. Guys, pour your truth out. And then within all of that puke, you're going to find gold. You're going to find puke gold. You're going to find your script. You're going to find the essence of what you want to say to AJR before you graduate in your final drama showcase or before you become senior. I know you guys have it in you. Anyone have thoughts? Anyone want to talk about what they're thinking about writing about? Or want to speak to what anyone else has said? I will wait. Scared of college? You can write about your fears. Write about all your anxiety. Talk. Failing half classes. Glad drama ain't one of them. This class was always some of an inspiration to not go to college. What? Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. If more of us were vulnerable and more people spoke truth and more people read theater and saw theater, Would that save the world? Like, does vulnerability save the world? Does theater, does truth, does this like way of life save the world? Could it? A little? Aww. I'm seeing stuff in the chat, but I want you guys to talk out loud. Unmute yourselves. Can theater save the world? Can drama and theater like create hope and make the clouds part? Unmute yourselves. Can drama save the world? Can theater, can vulnerability save the world? There are some quotes on the screen. If this was in your pod, we would be interacting. Take a minute, read them. Do any of these quotes speak to you? Please unmute yourself and interrupt me. Vulnerability makes you put your pride aside. So does theater save the world because we put our pride aside? Pride is dangerous. Like pride, like, oh, I don't have to wear a mask. That's pride. It is, miss. No one will change. Why are you guys talking? Unmute yourself. So guys, these are all quotes from Shakespeare. I'm gonna wait for you guys to interrupt me. And I would love for you to unmute yourself because this is a seminar, but these are all Shakespeare quotes. Be kind for, these are Socrates quotes. And what we're doing now is a Socratic seminar. We're getting inspired. We're remembering the why behind theater, like why we do it. Why is it that vulnerability and truth, why can that save the world? Why does putting pride aside save the world? And I want you guys to, like, building on that, look at these Socrates quotes. I love Socrates. I would normally be teaching him if I was 12th grade teacher, but I'm not anymore. But I get to teach with you guys. So here we go. Stop and let me know if a quote hits home or if you have a question. Or if you want to read one. I shouldn't be reading, but I'll start. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. You could use one of these quotes in your script, by the way. Think about it. Falling down is not a failure. Failure comes when you stay where you have fallen. Socrates. That man is best prepared to live who makes everything which concerns his happiness depend upon himself. You need to depend on yourself, or nearly so, and does not hang on other men, whereby with their rise and fall, his own fortunes also inevitably sway up or down. Meaning you need to depend on yourself. You're your greatest enemy. You're your greatest hero. It's all on you guys. You're your most important teacher. Do you want to speak to the first one, Michelle?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so the first quote says, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle." It reminded me of like my my sophomore promise, just because I remember at the end of it, or I don't know when I said it honestly, but I remember just mentioning it that like I said that I lived, and I still do, by a life model that kind of goes like, treat everyone like if it's their birthday, because you never know what they're going through. And it kind of just tells people to, like, be nice, even though some people could be like hard or mean on you. And I guess I've always really liked that quote and kind of lived by it, just because um I don't know, when like sometimes I hear people's stories and it kind of makes me sad, because it's like, well, I noticed that maybe they try to be happy, or like they are hard on others, and it kind of sucks because I know that they don't really mean it, but it's just some way they have to release it out there. And I don't judge people on like their worst mistakes, or them acting a certain way, because that's not like, I know that's not who they are at the end of the day. And I wouldn't want anybody, judging what I have done, or what I they have heard about me, or anything like that. So, you give what you get back, if that makes sense. And yeah.
Twinkles